So there was a moment where um, all of a sudden my son came and sought me out from another room.
Mm.
And I'm gonna cry because it was all of a sudden it was just like, hey, there it is. And we worked really hard to get there. Um, and it wasn't just me coming to him to start the connection, he found me. And I mean, I dropped everything I was doing and ran into the other room, but that was, I think, the magic. And that was someone early on, but it really
Think of
reinforced that.
about when practicing DIR?
When a parent, when I've modeled and I've been in a home and I've worked with a family and they look at me, this literally happened yesterday. They looked at me and they'd had years and years of ABA maybe. So when I come in to a family and they're newer to floor time and they go, oh my gosh, where has this been? Oh my, it's happened to me so often that families have been through other approaches and then they come to floor time and I get to be with them when they just say, this feels so right. Oh my God, you get my kid. Oh, where have you been? Those are make it really work.
So here's the
Absolutely. Yeah,
question.
those
You
sound
ready?
Yeah.
I want to know how DIR and floor time has changed your relationship with yourself.
Oh, I feel less shame in being an autistic person myself. I mean, I my mom has a PhD in psychology, and she works as a clinical psychologist and was trained in ABA. She was trained in ABA in the 70s. Um, and then lo and behold, she gets an autistic child. And so she didn't know what to do or how to interact. And so there was a lot of behaviorism in my growing up and the therapies that I was receiving, the services I was getting at school, in how my mom and dad would approach me when I would have meltdowns. Um, and so growing up, I felt a lot of shame. I felt different. I felt off. I felt like, like there was something wrong with me. Like I was the one who was wrong. And learning about DIR and it and opening my eyes to this form of therapy that's so respectful and neuroaffirming. And then working with clients and having parents, tell me that they valued my input, that they valued my lived experience. I I I was able to shed that shame of being autistic, and I was able to demask and allow myself to just be proudly out autistic, and and like